Alright guys, so welcome to the second race of CRL Season 2. This time the Malaysian Grand Prix, and we are here right now, just in the lobby right now, just trying to get one more person in. So, yeah, as you know guys, we had Australia last time out, where we had CRL Hulkenberg storm the victory with that dominant win he had. A bit of chaos at the start of the race, as an overview. A pretty interesting race, and obviously CRL Hulkenberg with the man to beat going into this race, of course. But, yeah, this is going to be quite interesting, hopefully. I mean, it got very boring towards the end of the race Australia. I mean, I was streaming it and it was just boring. So, it should be quite an interesting race. Hopefully, we can have some action and some fast overtaking. There are two DRS zones on this circuit, so I would have thought there would be some decent overtaking. So, we'll see what's going to be happening, and we'll see. Hopefully, we're going to get going in a minute. But, yeah. We've got a couple of guys we didn't see at the first race. Of course, we've got IO94 we didn't see. We didn't see Toxic 4 at the first race. We didn't see Sarah Verstappen at the first race. So some mentionable names that we haven't seen this season. Obviously, we're racing this league, but we should be in for a bit of an interesting race. I think there's a lot of overtaking opportunities on this track, so it should be an interesting race. And we'll see what happens, really. I mean, I think there's going to be some battles going on. I think Sarah Hamilton, watch out for him, and Sarah Rosberg will definitely watch out for the reigning world champion. And obviously, Sarah Hulkenberg's going to be definitely in very good form, so don't underestimate them. And By James is very quick as well, so and so is Transformation 4, so it's going to be a quite an interesting race, I would have thought. But we'll get into this race shortly. So we'll see what happens. Should be getting underway quite soon. Hello Ben Clancy 4589. Looks fun following F1. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And STB Maldi 2015 looks good so far, DJ. Thank you very much, Maldi. And we are going to be getting underway very shortly. So we are going to be underway very soon. So here we go, with 12 seconds to go. These guys running up. I just need Befella to get in his car. Hopefully he gets in his car. But I suppose whatever happens, whatever happens. Here we go into the lobby, lads, and let's hope for a good session here, a good qualifying session. Obviously, we did practice last time out, so it should be an interesting session, and we're just going straight into qualifying. No practice. Last time we had practice because I think we're just trying to get the drivers up to speed a little bit more with like strict corner cutting rules and all that stuff. So here we go for qualifying.
Welcome to F1. It's now time for the important stuff. Time for qualifying here at the Malaysia Grand Prix.
So here we go, lads. We're just getting into the main part now. It's waiting for Transformation 4 and Sarah Hamilton to ready up. So we're just going to just swiftly retire from this and just wait for the first cars to be going on the track. Should be quite soon, I would have thought. But yeah, this is going to be quite a tough track. It's quite a tough track, Malaysia. I mean, I think it's quite a challenge as well in terms of tyre wear and strategy. So a lot of things can happen in the race. So qualifying is not really all that matters in this track. There's lots of overtaking opportunities, lots of different strategy calls you can make. So I think it's going to be a decent race. We hope, because Australia was quite a meh race after the sort of first sort of 8-9 laps. It just dulled down a bit, so it just lack of action really. The rain came in and spiced up a little bit towards the end, but it really didn't kick off. So you know, and yeah, we hope that we have something decent in this race, because it's we just need some action really to keep the season, because we don't want one man dominating at the front. We want multiple guys running for the title. And actually, our first man's going out on track. So Williams is actually of FCG Oscar going out for the first car to be going out on track. And who else? Him only on track. So we're gonna go onto the broadcasting cameras. And he's gone straight off. I think he's probably fixing something. I don't know what he's doing, but actually we're gonna go with CRL Hulkenberg, who's the championship leader at the moment, coming out of the pit lane. And whoever that is, I don't know who that is, but we'll find out. And obviously CRL Hulkenberg in the Toro Rosso, the man who won last time out at Australia, completely dominated that race. Obviously there's some factors that helped him towards that, but we're going to some broadcasting cameras for you guys to sort of enjoy. But we'll see. I mean, I can't really tell from the times, but I can sort of tell where people will be, so I'll be running on board with their hot laps they do in the session. And it should be pretty good. So here comes on the outlap, so Hulkenberg's on the outlap right now, and we've got, I think, how many cars have we got on track? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys out on tracks. There's quite a lot of guys actually out early in the session. So we've got Befella behind CRL Hulkenberg right now. Just waiting to try to get some. Let's see, actually, is anyone going out for a faster lap? Actually, Buffel's gone past Hulkenberg, so I wonder who's the first guy. I tell you what, Oscar's out there. I think he's the first guy out there. So if he's going to do a lap, I think he's starting to weave to start a lap. So I'm going to ride on board with him and see what he does on his first line lap, and we'll capture the guys behind him. Is he going for it? He's taking a while. Yes, he is. He's going in for his first lap, and he's getting completely oversteered, and he goes straight into the barrier as FCG Oscar, and that is a very poor run from him. So we're going to skip on to someone else behind him, and we're actually no, we're not going to ride on board with CRL Hulkenberg. We're going to ride on board the guy in front of him, which is Befella, and see what he does. Quite an underrated driver, quite a clean driver actually. He's got a decent amount of speed, but here we go into the first corner with him. Bit of a lock up there from the fella. Now going to second corner now, and it looks like he's struggling a little bit actually. Not the best of first sectors from what I can see so far, but not too bad otherwise. I'm just trying to get a decent lap in. Don't know if he's on the options. He probably is. Going into the first sector now, and it seems to be quite a steady lap from him so far. Not really pushing the boundaries of what he can do with the track. So not the best. He's got a lot of understeer there, completely messed up the left-right there. So not the best of lines through there. So it's been quite a slow lap. I don't know if anyone's patching him from behind. We'll see very soon. I think CRL Hulkenberg's behind him, and he's going very quick behind him. But so far, a bit of a scrappy lap from Befella, but not too bad otherwise. Going to this corner now, down to second. I think it's second gear. Probably is, yeah, and up third gear now. Getting acceleration down. It's quite easy to get a lot of oversteer, but he didn't do that. Got quite a nice exit for that corner, and then yeah, clipping the apex pretty nicely there. And actually, this has been quite a good sector for him so far. Very decent. So it's all about this next corner where Perez had that minor off in 2012 that cost him possibly the win in Malaysia 2012. But again, a very good corner there. A little bit wider off the apex, not the best of lines through there. And now he's flicking over on DRS, and going to go heading down to the last corner now. And let's see where he's going to be. Last corner, let's see what exit he gets. It's been quite a steady lap, don't know what it's going to be. And actually, CRL Hulkenberg is right behind him, I think. So, across the line, and we'll see where CRL Hulkenberg does. He's right behind him, and he's gone into P1 with a 1:37.222. And that's a very good lap from CRL Hulkenberg. Completely fractured Befella's time. Caught him up very quickly there, but CRL Hulkenberg into P1 at the moment. Don't know who else was Sarah. Is Sarah Rosberg on the lap? He is, I think, on an out lap from what I can see. But yeah, good time there. I think actually he's currently in P3, so I don't know if he's set a lap. Anyone else to have a look at? Let's have a look. Van Out's not on a lap. I think, however, IO94 is, so we're going to ride on board with him for now in the McLaren Honda. Driver who we haven't seen this season so far. Wasn't at Australia, so we'll see what we can do. But so far, I can him, so a little bit of understeer. Then oversteer, the best of both worlds there, if you could say. He's hanging in there. A lot of understeer. I don't know. They're all suffering from the same problems. And a bit of understeer and a little bit of oversteer as well. So it's all suffering from the same issues. And they've gone a little bit wide there, a bit of an extension there, a bit cheeky from him. He's currently running P3. Down to second gear once again from this corner, trying to get a good exit for there. A little bit of oversteer there, and he's probably messed up the exit. I think he has quite a lot, and a lot of oversteer, a bit of a handful that McLaren Honda seems to me. So not the best of runs through there. He's just trying to push it, and I don't know, is he? I think he's backed out of it. Yeah, I think he's backed out of it. Yeah, he has. So we'll move on to someone else, whilst we're sort of... someone else, and actually Sarah Hamilton's on our lap, so we're right on board with one of the fastest guys in this league. He's got a lot to show. I think he wants to definitely have a crack at this championship. Yeah, a little bit of a poor exit through there, but not the best so far. And then going into this corner, I don't know, is he on lap? I don't. It's hard to see really. Oh, nice cut. I don't think he is. I mean, for me it looks slower, so I don't know if he actually is, but he could be. A bit of a lag there, guys, with that. I don't think this is time lap at all. But we'll just ride on board with him for the next sort of lap also to see how good he's going to be. Gone wide there, and he's going for an exit. I think he's going to be his flying lap now. He's going for one right now. Is Cyril Hamilton going for a flying lap now? Let's see what he's going to go into the first corner now. Let's see how he attacks the first league, because we've got a car ahead of him. I think it's Torosso, it's cold head, so he gets on the way. Drop chat. First corner. Hugs the apex. Pretty nice. Good set of corners. Now heading down a bit. Now at the speed on fast 0.4 there. Very good time from him. I haven't been able to see his lap, but a very good time, very impressive. So that's time to beat now. So Sarah Hamilton's going to be very up, trying to be up there as much as he can to try and get that time in. He wants to be as fast as he can. Left, right now. How good is it? Pretty nice indeed. Apex is very going from a multiple race winner. And then his double right hand to get right, but he's done it very nicely, very clean so far. Absolutely attacking all the boundaries that he can do with the car, and now down into this. See what exit he gets here. A little bit of understeer there, but not too bad. A little bit of oversteer as well on the exit, but not too bad still. Very attacking, very fast, and he's definitely on it. As the yellow flag's out, I don't know if it's ahead of him. It could be, but I have no idea. But I think he's okay. Last sort of couple of corners now, from about the exit in this long straight here, and so far so good. Heading down. Not the best of last. Pretty decent. Him. DRS. Everything. Now here he comes to a P1 5.0 time. That was. I realised it'd be actually very 0.5, and that's very time. So from him, he's gonna retire. So Sarah on the map, get up. Don't know if he's up. It looks to me he is on one. Not sure. Could make it fast. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm on board with him fast. In the so by so let's see what I think he definitely is on the last. So going to one now. Does he clip it nicely? She's going to pit lane, so he's bailed out of that one. So I think we're going to ride on board with Cyril Hulkenberg. He's going for his second lap of the day. Here he goes into the first corner. CRA attacks it down to about second. No, actually, he runs it in third gear. Sitting, yeah, it's down to second gear there, and pretty nice set of corners. They're not the best actually. They didn't get the apex in the first part, but not too bad so far. And now go first set. It seems over there. Everyone's tight line. Took there. Now left, right, not on the apex at all. Apex, but not too sloppy. Got a little bit. It's been a bit crappy from Cyril Hulkenberg, but he's definitely got 2 against Hampton. Last drive. They stood at a down the fourth gear. Fourth gear, that's quite done a bit, but he's got down to so that's a bit visible. Last now he's a lot there. Going straight, but not too. Now, so now this one at the exit, and trying to get the best exit to another lap. It's pretty. Here we go. What it should be, I think it was. Yes, it not. I can't. He did. He was by about a couple of tenths. 7 there, so it's still quite fun. But pretty much for him, it's on the track that I guess by a lap. He is actually a lap here. So we're on board with by Jamesy right now. What he running it quickly? No, he's not. I think he's running. So no, we're on board with Shios lap. Is he the coming? Is he going for a lap? This guy will crash out at the beginning. See what he which is fun and why first one very nice and now very cautious there, but it's pretty there himself. Surprised in the first sit so he's quite smooth. Yeah, it's sort of strange, so keep running on, but it's not the laps. Yeah, he's gone a little bit off there, a little bit of a lag there. Sorry about that, guys, once again. Yeah, a lot of lag actually, so I don't know what sort of lap's going to be. It's sort of quite slow, to be honest. Let's keep on board with him right now. Yeah, we're just still keeping on with him. Right, he's catching someone actually, so I think it's from the Red Bulls. Yeah, but he's not too bad. Just alone, to be honest. He's not fast at all. He's keeping in there. So here he comes into the last corner. Let's see what this is going to be. Don't know if he's going to. It might be, but I have really. 7, so he's made an improvement, so he's retiring back into the pit lane. And we're going to ride on board now. Sarah Rosberg, is he out on track? Yes, he is. I don't know if he's doing a lap. And let's see. Last corner going to this sort of sector now. It's pretty nicely done so far. Very nicely done from the reigning world champion. And sort of left right now. Holding it in there. Very nicely done. But I don't know, is he on out lap? Yeah, he's on an out lap. Yeah, he backed out of it somewhere. He was going quite attacking. He's backed out of it. So we're right on with someone else. Staffen, is he on a lap? No, he's going into the pit lane. By James is on a lap though, I think. So here we go. We're right on board with By James right now. And into the first corner. Does he clip the apex? Yeah, hugs the apex. Very nicely done. And now to the left part. And yellow, I don't know, it could be ahead of him, could be behind him. Very good so far actually from By James. A very good exit of that sort of first 2 corners. So pretty nicely done. And now going into this sort of entering now. So good from a little bit of oversteer the lines. Either now nicely coming up drivers. the epic part, but otherwise, definitely very good so far right now. Got a bug. Looking very good. I know he's going to be the last lap, but it's still so very good lap from by James E. Sarah Rosberg's teammate. He's in the apex lead. We're calling that they're not and can now DRS he's got from that Renault power unit, which is basically equal. Doesn't matter if it's a Renault, or a Ferrari. It's still the same thing. Anyway, last corner now, entering it. See, nice exit. A little bit of oversteer there, not too bad. Very good exit, and it comes across the line now, and it's gonna be down. So yeah, he lost that, but other by a very good lap. Otherwise, we're gonna ride on board today. F1, he's retiring or going back to box. Actually, he has retired, so we're not gonna ride on board with him. But pretty much, guys, that's pretty much really a lot of action, a lot of during laps. Tell you what, we're gonna ride on board with. Okay, we haven't run on board, so with him, see what he oversteered a lot. I think he's on a lap, from what I can see. And in front of me, sort of a little bit. It's by James, obviously just finished up, so pretty good so far. A little bit down too, but very far. Here we go, left. Apex, they done very ahead. Down of it. Old head. Coming back to box, so he's going to just sort of continue on. But yeah, anyone else out there doing a lap? Hulkenberg, we've seen him. Rosberg, is he starting a lap? It's very sly, so I don't think he is. No, he's retired. So I think it's actually this could be the end of the session. Yeah, it is. It's the end of the session. So Hulkenberg's on his last lap here, so we'll ride on board with him and see if he makes an improvement. It is checker flag time now. It's that teammate probably run out back down. Probably starting for me. Last corner on this time. Even getting the top. I don't know if beat Sir Hamilton, but here he goes across the line. It's hopefully chip. It is back time, and I made it. Doesn't make to make. So he's coming lane session. What I can see, I don't think he is. So he's boxing. That's pretty much the session now. End of qualifying, and what I can see on pole ahead of Sarah, but very impressive session. That's the session. Much the results from qualifying now, when these guys return back into their boxes and eventually retire from the session. But yeah, that was actually a pretty good qualifying session, better than Australia. So very good so far. Let's hope the race can be instantly as action-packed, because that'll be good. Yeah, we'll return back to their boxes now, so we should be retiring any moment now. So hopefully any moment now the game will decide to say, oh, we're going to retire now, because this game is not the best. But hopefully very soon we should be able to see the full results, because it is checker flag. I mean, now we have, and it is starting on pole position. Sarah Hamilton with a 35.0 in the Mercedes. Takes his, I think it's his first pole position of the season. Might have got Australia. Actually, no, he didn't. Actually, Sarah Rosberg in second place with 35.1. By Jamie P3 with 35.8. Sarah Hulkenberg with a 36.2. Be very disappointed with that. Burnout F1 P5 with 36.6. IO94 with 37.1. Buffalo 5 with 38.3. SCG Oscar with a 38.7. And Verstappen 140.0. And for the offset time. So that's the race grid for the Malaysian Grand Prix. And here we go for the race. And hopefully we'll have a bit of a cracker. But that's an interesting grid, guys, and you know, times on the top sort of 4 or 5 have been quite close. So top 4, sorry. But here we go for the race, and it could be anything. It could be grinding, could be anything. We'll see what's going to be the grid, see what weather it's going to be. Hopefully it's dry, and it is dry, so that's going to be good for the guys. They're going to get some action, multiple action. Hopefully instead of being so cautiously on the start.
We're nearly ready for the start
Yeah,
of today's
just
race.
recapping the grid now.
Let's take a look at the grid.
So that's the order of the Malaysian Grand Prix CRL Season 2, and we're just going to swiftly retire because actually someone's behind me, so I better pull off to the left now because someone's somehow retired behind me. It's going to be interesting. We'll try to retire as quick as possible, get to the leader at the start, so we'll get to Cyril Hamilton at the start. So we have Io, Bafella, and Cyril Stappen to get ready now. Lads. And yeah, here we go for the start. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. And we are lights out. Away we go. We'll pull over to the left-hand side through the vehicle. Now we're going to retire straight away. And we have retired. There's been a massive clusterfuck at the beginning of the race. We're going to Cyril Hamilton now, and he is. I don't know where he is. He's into the first corner now, and he is leading the pack away. And we've got Hulkenberg sliding off the racetrack, and we've got Hamilton, Rosberg behind him as well. But absolutely chaotic start at the start of the race. It's Cyril Hamilton leading the race with Cyril Rosberg behind him, and that is a major. I saw Hulkenberg flying off, and I don't know what's going on right now. But there is the order. As you can see, first, second is Cyril Rosberg. Away. Oh, the grid. So behind who's behind them? I think it's Williams by what I can see of it, and actually someone's retired away. Top Action 4 is retired already, and he's left the session, so I think he's lagged out or something, so maybe a bit of lag caused at the start of the race. But it's actually no, it's a McLaren Honda, so I think it's Burnout F1 who's running P3, is it? McLaren Honda. Gonna be whoever it's gonna be. Oh, by Jamie's in the wall! Oh my god, what a collision for by Jamie down in the wall. But there you go, absolutely chaotic start once again. And someone's off. It's a Ferrari. I think it's a Ferrari or a Toro Rosso. I have no clue. I think is it Coldhead? Yeah, it's Coldhead behind. Io's in P3, so Io's in the McLaren Honda. Running by with Coldhead, a bit of a going on, and then we'll see what happens. But here comes Cyril Hulkenberg, one of the fastest of the guys. He's on the options, and of course on the prime, should be quite an easy overtake. Hulkenberg gets up to P4 now, so we're going to ride on board with him and down Io, and Hamilton sits above us as we actually would expect now. Cyril Hulkenberg running on board with him right now in the substitution of IO94. Here he goes for an overtake into first corner. Is he going to make it stick up the inside? Does he make it move? Does he make it move? He does. IO gives him plenty of room, but actually Collins's going to follow him in 3, trying to go around the outside. He got up the inside. Oh, a bit of a tap there. Hulkenberg has span him out. IO94 in the wall. But there you go. That's it. Up to P3. But not the best of moves there. I don't know what exactly happened on board of IO's point of view, but that's pretty much it. I can't really give you much, but we're going to go back to the front of the actual grid now. We have Hamilton still leading the way with Cyril Rosberg right behind him. Obviously got Cyril Hulkenberg in P3 right now. But yeah, that's the order so far, and it is massive dramatic start once again. Where's Burnout? He's behind, actually in last place at the moment, so actually going to run on board with him right now. He's catching FCG Oscar right now. He's gone a little bit wide. I think he's lost a bit of front wing as FCG Oscar, so he's running right with him. I can't really ride with him too much. I think there's a lot of lag going on. Don't know what's going on. A little lock up there from Burnout F1. He's going to try and get a move done, hopefully, but look at the lag. I can't even keep up with it, so I don't know what's going on. But there's a battle in front of him, and I don't know who it is. I think it's a Force India. We'll just try and skip quickly. It's Bafella and Io, so we're going to go right on board with this battle instead. And here we go. A lot of battling going on right now. Actually, Goldhead's in front of him as well. He's on the prime, so these two, actually, this is going to be a bit of a battle, actually. These two are on options and the colours on the primes, so we should be in a bit of a battle here. Right in the substitution is Bafella, let's see what happens, but nothing as of yet. So I can't see much, but I think behind us we've got the Williams of SG Oscar and Burnout F1. So we're going to run on board with Burnout F1. I think he's going to be making an overtake now. Is he made it done? He's got his stick done, but we'll see if SG Oscar gets back at him. right on board with him right now. Here he goes in the slipstream. He's going to make a move at the inside. Here he goes up the inside. FCG Oscar. He's going up the inside. The burnout F1. He's locked up, but he's going to burnout F1's going to get back at him, and they've got a bit of a tangle there. And oh my God, it absolutely is like bumper cars out there. Not gonna lie. And here we go. And oh my God, what's happened there? What is happening there? Didn't hit anywhere, but that is. Oh my God, amazing on this P6. Actually, Oscar's left the session, but we're now right on board with Io, Coldhead, the fella, and obviously in P7 is the manner of F1. But we're right on board with this battle. Let's see actually how things are going at the front of the grid. Sarah Hamilton is still leading the way with Sir Rosberg right behind him, very close behind the two of them. But I can't see what's going on with Hulkenberg. He's quite far behind them. So we're going to run on board with I reckon we're going to get in with a bit of Coldhead actually. He's on the primes and Buffetta's behind him, so I'm surprised that Coldhead, Buffetta hasn't been able to get past him yet. But we're right on board with this guy. DRS is actually in activation right now, so this is activation period. So if he's in DRS zone, I would have thought he's got a good chance to get past him. So here we go, running on board with Coldhead now. Let's see what he does. Needs a good exit from there. But understands launches out over right at the time. Really can. It's cool. Actually, look at that. Consider I know that battling right now. I think I'm to some of the hits. I think it's the manner of Burnout F1. So actually, we'll see what's going on with we're on board with Sarah Rosberg right now. Closing the gap on Sarah Hamilton right now. Let's see what this has been action packed straight away. The first in there, action packed, everything we want. It's so good. Just starting. Just yeah, everything now, and just hope don't really boys the fight. So the right any actually by Jim's gone faster than 0.0. I think he's probably pitted in. It's actually where he is. He might have already pitted in. I think he's behind. I think the wall, so I think he's probably pitted in quite ago because for any Verstappen in P9 right now. He's fast now. Yeah, but now from P7 pitted. We've got a little bit of over. So current was so there's not change here, from these this sort of people over stick ride on the cameras change seeing the drivers. We'll see going into the last corner now. And yeah, just really not much to really say so far. It's sort of died down, all the action sort of died down, so we got into the nitty-gritty race now where everyone's starting to relax, get into the start thinking about strategy, start thinking about what time to pit, think about the tyres, think about not running the tyres down. It's sort of cool race. It's all about now we're just hoping, fingers crossed, a bit of battling going. We don't want a quiet period. We don't. It can get really boring. See what's going on at the front. Hamilton still leading Rosberg once again, as you might see in real life, I suppose. But I've seen different cars. But tight race for these guys. Just chasing down his Sarah Rosberg. I think he might be trying to pace himself, not trying to get too, just trying to keep himself cool and calm, and just try to run on the race. He said though, previous lap, it's been really the to say about this, and he could so far, but yeah, much more action packed. So after like a, but this is for site Sierra Racing.com. So if you want to like, please go on check Twitter is at Sierra underscore guys underscore to Sarah at underscore Ham. So Sarah Rosberg, Sarah Rosberg underscore, like I'm repeating myself, but you know, oh well. Guys, me, please Rapid F1, who will be competition you throughout the whole season, second season of RRL. So CRL, not RRL, what I'm on about. Anyway, in laps currently much the way it does, and Hamilton makes so they're being to Rom. I mean, I think massive push of strategy, anything to that, but that's sort of racing at this. So Sarah, he's not quite, he's not far behind. It's 3 or 4 behind him. Cole, he's still in 24. So the will run this actually. This squad has been IO struggling on those options, and I think someone was dropped off behind whoever was. It was Bafella. So Bafella only pitted. Let's have a look. Bafella, I think I think he burnout in P70. So we'll run on board with right now, and actually he's battling him right now, and I think Ryo is definitely lift. Here we go. Ryo, let's see if he gets a run on him. We'll just ride on board with the broadcast cameras and see if he makes a pass for the against him. Last corner now. It's all about this last corner. Let's see if these boys can get a nice overtake done here. A little bit wide from what. Here he goes, and he got DRS. So now close the last corner. Pit lane. He's gonna lane. Thought else pitted, so he's out. Sarah Rosberg there. Great for him. Because he's main. We're gonna ride on board. Now F1 he's pitted quite long ago actually, and see where he comes out. He obviously pitted quite a short time ago. But he's on this prime this series and really will. But Jamesy right behind him actually. So actually no, we're gonna ride on by Jamesy right now in this stream. The option. Here we go. Press everything here on Burnout at the inside. This stick is in, and he's up a little dive, but he's done it. Move on Burnout F1. Option tyres, far as the compound. He's done Burnout F1. P7 right now. Gone for, but actually no, past. Look at and is he gonna make not? So I think that move busted. Anyone else to be concerned? Cold hair in P1 with him actually. Rosberg's in P3 still. Still the same order as it was. Yeah. There. Yeah, we're gonna run on board now. He'll be coming in window. I thought if he wants to react to those two boys behind him, I thought he'd hit very soon. But there you go, catching up like a. He's catching quickly now. He's gonna think about now. Do I have no clue. He will have to continue. We'll run on board with Sarah Rosberg here. Should be quite easy. Pressure now. Probably got DRS. Not move yet. In the next sort of couple of corners, ready to pounce on Coldhead. So pretty much the same as it was. First corner now, hugging the apex pretty nicely. Now the second part, and he's doing quite nicely. Nice exit there. It could be quite easy for him to get past Coldhead now. He's in the slipstream now. Let's see what he does. Does he choose? No, he won't do it yet. I would have thought. Oh, actually, Coldhead's actually left him room there, so I think he's probably just giving it to him quite easily. So there you go, up the inside. Cyril Hampton will get him back into P1 now. So pretty good job from him. So we'll ride on board with Sarah Rosberg now. He should be catching Coldhead pretty quickly now. He's on the primes too, so I think they've gone for the same strategy as Sarah Hampton and Sarah Rosberg. Same equal strategy, I would have thought. Double right-hander now, and yeah, pretty average to be honest. There's a bit of a quiet period now, so there shouldn't be too much action going on. See where IR is relative. I think he's quite, he's going to be quite comfortably in P4 by the time. Nice. Coldhead comes back out, so we're right on board with Coldhead. I think he's hitting this lap, I thought. And yeah, you can see that visually. The gap has decreased between him and Rosberg, and it's increasing between Cyril Hamilton and Coldhead. So here we go. Let's he's gonna bail out into pit lane, I thought, but actually someone's quite close behind Sarah Hamilton. I don't know. It could be actually Sarah Hulkenberg. Actually, no. Collette's continued on for another lap. So he's gone on for the mincemeat. It's a bit of a risky one there, but actually the option. So when I Rosberg be under pressure, Hamilton be under pressure by Sarah Hulkenberg. But he goes into first corner over Sarah Rosberg inside, gets the move done, and it's the apex pretty nicely. That is up to P2 to pre him. P2, and he's now throwing Sarah now. So Sarah P. But far, so actually, you know, it's been and he's catching Coldhead pretty quickly. His teammate's pretty much losing a lot of time now. I don't know if it's going to be paying off for him. Look how much time he's losing now, and you know he'd be sort of in front of Io, but Io is going to be like so quick, you know, on those tires. He's cut the corner now, Hulkenberg, a bit cheeky there, but he's going to go on the outside and on the option tyres, much fresher. He's done the move up into P3, so good job from Cyril Hulkenberg there. Very good driving from him, and yeah, pretty much done. But there's Io right now, so he's not far behind in comparison, but in any battles behind, when F1 P7 is quite a lot. He's another one out. Friendly in the he's alone as well. The fella, he's in P6 actually, and who's that in front of him? Is that his? Could be his teammate. I don't know who his teammate is. It looks like it's McLaren Honda's. No, it's Io actually, so he's behind Io. So it's about time. Leading Cyril Hulkenberg on 7.8 there. He's really overlapping very rapidly. Good old Cyril Hulkenberg, last race, Australian Grand Prix. Pit in his comes called head. And let's see what this is going to be for the Toro Rosso boys. That should be pretty good. So he's gone on for another set of prime tyres there. So I think another prime set and then on option set. So pretty good. So anything to report? Let's have a look at Hulkenberg. But I don't know if it's enough. He's definitely like a cookie is. He's definitely caught them up. Io is he in comparison? He's quite far ahead of Coldhead. Coldhead's there, and Io is pretty much 2 or 3 corners ahead of him. So about 1 corner ahead of him actually. But yeah, pretty much nothing really to report here. But now F1 alone. He's actually behind Coldhead right now, and he's on prime. So he just warmed up, but they're pretty much won now. So there's not much to say about that. Cyril Steppen's alone as well. So we'll tell you what, we're going to concentrate on Cyril Hulkenberg right now. We're going to run on board with last race's winner. And he's definitely catching. But actually, you know what? So is Rosberg. He's catching Jackie quite quickly. Or Cyril Hamilton is catching him very quickly. He's seen the gap. And yeah, they're definitely a minute. So it's a very nice with this bunch. Top 3 are close. And very nice between Rosberg and Cyril Hamilton there. So Rosberg, I mean, if Rosberg decreasing and sort of game really, when you start increasing the gap to your competitor or anything like that, you start like that motivation, like that sort of you get into this sort of rhythm, and you start getting into this period where you actually just keep catching him, and when that starts happening, the actual the leader at the time, or who is trying to catch, will start knowing it and knowing the gap, and always keep thinking about the gap. So if you keep sort of catching him quickly, then that's where you sort of can keep the pressure on your opponent. You can really keep the pressure on your opponent and really make them think about those gaps, and doing that can sort of get into a sort of a rhythm to keep catching him. And actually currently he is definitely on the ball right now. So Rosberg, I don't know if he's saying feeling the first in, but there you go, that's the gap, very close between the top 3, and these top 3 are going for it right now. Obviously one of them on the option tyre is Hulkenberg, so he hasn't had to run the options yet because he's on the primes, but there is the gap, very close between these 2 boys. But I would have thought Hulkenberg's going to be coming quite early for an overtake, so I would have thought yeah, very close between these 3, definitely going for it. And look at that, Rosberg is decreasing the gap. He might be within a second actually, so we can keep with him. And this is a close, good old battle we're going to have here, hopefully. We'll see it later on in the race actually, but technically Cyril Hulkenberg doesn't actually have to run the primers again. He can just go for options for the rest of the race, but he probably has to go for a prime set again, I would have thought, to try and get at least at least a 3-stop strategy, because I don't think we're wanting to do those options. Because the options around here last what 6-7 laps. So yeah, but look at this, Hulkenberg right there with them. So, but whilst that's sort of kicking off a little bit, we're gonna go off and see what's going on with Burnout F1. Is he catching Io at all? Or whoever's in front of him, Coldhead? I don't think he is. He's struggling on those primes, and yeah, I think he might be pitting this lap. Is he going to pit this lap? I thought he would do, because those look pretty done, dusted with those primes tyres. Going to the last corner now, and is he going to pit in? Yes, he will. So I thought he would pit in. So yeah, those tyres look pretty spent, to be honest. By Jimsy, where is he? He's on the straight. He's quite far below, and so is Silver Verstappen. So nothing to comment there. So we're going to run on board with Silver Hulkenberg now, and look at this. This is lovely. We like this. So we like a bit of action now, but I don't know. Maybe those options are sort of wearing out for him a little bit right now, and it seems like those guys are sort of starting to struggle on their tyres right now. Yeah, the gap has definitely come down a little bit, so I think we're gonna stick with Sarah Hulkenberg right now and see what he does. Definitely is definitely and so Hamilton's gap to Hamilton and Rosberg is pretty much exactly the same as it was last lap, so we're going to run on board with Hulkenberg right now. Oh, I thought he'd be in DRS, and look at that, Rosberg is making a load of mistakes now, and he's definitely feeling the pressure from Sarah Hulkenberg on the fastest tyres. So here comes Hulkenberg in the slipstream now. He'll have DRS, won't be enough really to make any sort of move yet, so into the straight now, and I don't know if Rosberg's in DRS of Hamilton. He might be. I don't think he is. I think he's too far behind. But here we go to DRS now. It's Hulkenberg. Is he going to make a move? Probably too far behind him. So nothing much to say yet. And he's having a little look, but nothing there as of yet. So it'll be sensible now. Take his time. He's on the fresher tyres. But these tyres, the more they wear out, the more time he's going to lose. So he needs to get past these boys very quickly, because he is the fastest guy at the moment at this stage of the race. So I thought after this stint, these two boys, Rosberg and Hamilton, can go for 2 options since I would have thought. I'm not sure about that, because I think the primes lost about 8 laps, so if we weigh it up, they should be coming in sort of lap 14. So they'll probably have to do 2 option stints. They can do that, whereas this boy will have to do the same thing as well. So this boy really has to get past Ferrell Rosberg right now, and he's right there with him, and he's definitely the right-hander now. Let's see if he can hook it up. He's doing very well as well, so he's catching very quickly. And he's right there with them. The dirty edge can affect him as well, so he needs to get past these boys sooner rather than later, because these boys in front of him will be pinging him very soon. And I thought, well, Sarah Hulkenberg would have to do the same thing, because they'd be pinging in sort of lap 14 too, I thought, for his new set of options. So the quicker you can get track position, the better. The clouds are definitely coming over. It's a bit more overcast now, so you know, tell you what, we might get a bit of rain soon if, because you know what happens around here. But look at that, Rosberg making another mistake right now, and Hulkenberg's got a nice tight line. Then Rosberg just bounced over the curbs there, bit of lag there in the DRS. There's Mr. Hulkenberg, and he's catching. Is he going to be good enough? I don't think he will make a move, not yet. So he's been impatient, and now last corner now, and Rosberg's bailed out. He's gone out for another going to the pit lane very early on. Has Sarah Rosberg. And I don't blame him really, because he was struggling. It looked like he was struggling a lot on those tyres. So yeah, here he comes into pit. Let's see what sort of stuff he does for the Red Bull boys here. And the options tyres. So I don't blame him really for doing that, because he was pretty knackered. So I think he can definitely go another 2 sets of options. He can go for this set and then another set. So definitely can make it to that in the race on another set of options after this. So good stuff from him. Let's see where he comes out in comparison to everyone else. I think he'll be remaining in P3, but Cloud's definitely coming over here. So maybe someone's coming out of the pit lane behind him, and it is a McLaren's IO94. But I don't think he's going to be able to get past him once sort of first it's done. The tyres sort of get up to temperature. So good stuff from Sir Ross, but back in P3. He's into free air. He can start pushing now. But whereas we're going to go on ride on with right now, the race leader, who's won this race since the beginning of the race. But that gap is still closed. It's still closed down between him. Without as well, it's pretty much closed down. It's not enough really threatening positions. Pretty good so far. Riding into the last sector now, and it's all about trying to keep it cool, not making any mistakes, just trying to get it there. And he's doing a very good job at Sarah Hamilton right now, keeping cool and keeping relaxed. I thought Hulkenberg would be in DRS probably, and he probably is, knowing him. Or he might not be. He might be too far behind. I think he is still too far behind. But he'll have slipstream as well. But into the last corner now. Is he gone on for another lap? No. Hamilton's gone for another lap on the primes. So you know what? Rosberg and Hulkenberg may have a good chance to undercut him. So we're right on board with CRL Hulkenberg now in the pit lane. And he's coming into the pit lane, and we'll see how the Toro boys serve him. And then we'll go on to see where CRL Rosberg comes out in comparison. So he comes, let's see what he goes for. And he goes for another set of option tyres, like I thought, in this one on board Sarah Rosberg. Out of last corner now, a little bit of lag now, and I thought it would pass him pretty easily. Here he comes into the first corner, and that will be into P2 once again. The undercut worked for him, and good stuff from him into P2 once again. But yeah, he'd be very quick now. Anyone behind him, whole IO's in as well actually, so pretty good by Jamesy. P6, so he probably promotes P5 by this time. Let's run on board with him right now. Lock up there on the prime tyres. Just definitely look. I think those tyres are quite old actually. Sort of get to the midpoint of their life by the looks of it. And is he going to get past IO into pit lane? IO actually just released. Actually, so we might be able to ride on board this battle here. IO just releasing those cold tyres. So let's see what Bite Jamesy does in comparison. Right on board for the first sector or so. I don't think. No, not really. So I'll tell you what, we'll ride on board with Hamilton here, who's coming towards the end of this prime, and those tyre primes must be completely spent now. Lap 15, he can definitely go for comfortable fast laps on these options. So actually, in some ways, he might have done a quite good run here. He's got 12 more laps, so he can definitely go on 2 options, and he can do sort of 6 laps. So the end could work. But look at that, the rain is coming down, lads. And you know what? Hamilton might have timed this to perfection. Does he choose to opt in now? No, he continues on. Obviously, good lad. He's thinking, he's using his head, and his rain is coming down right now. I told you, those grey clouds up there looking very ominous. And you know what? This is raining right now, so definitely right choice to stay out right now. I don't know who's behind, how far the boys behind him are. Let's have a look. So Rosberg is last corner now, so you know what, he'll be catching him, but it won't be enough. But Hamilton's timed to perfection. In some ways, he's been awarded a free pit stop. But you know, the times are coming down. 37.0 there for Sarah Rosberg. A very good lap now, and they have to push hard for these next to pound these laps in, because he knows full well Sarah Hamilton has got those older prime tyres, and in the wet conditions when the sort of things are starting to get damp, and after the tyres start wearing even more, and the tyres start losing temperature, and that's when things will start flipping his direction. So he can just push on for the next sort of, I reckon, 2-3 laps. I reckon by lap 19 they'll be thinking about going on for some intermediate tyres. So just keep pushing now. Rosberg and Hulkenberg need to keep pushing now, and they are they're sort of following each other now. So it's all about trying to go fast, flat out, close the gap down, and hopefully they can close the gap. But you know, tell you what Hamilton's made the right call there. The rain came, and it came just in time for him, because he was going to make a stop, and he didn't. He kept going. So maybe his engineer's been saying, "Oh, rain might be coming in the next 10 minutes, and it has to hit now." So number 3 or so laps, I reckon, will be switched over to intermediate tyres, and yeah, it's just been quite interesting, and it's going to mix things up even more. So it's going to really be good. But let's see where Hamilton is in comparison once again. And he is in the last sort of straight now, and he's going to the last corner now, and now Rosberg is sort of going to the straight now. So about 9 seconds or so behind. Some people are joining the race actually. I don't know who's joining. I don't know. Might be some of the guys, the viewers. I don't know. I have no idea. Who is behind Barry James? Actually, Barry James, he's got in front of see if I gets back primes and Spy as well. So I'm just I always wish him like prime set. That's a choice there. Getting so lap 18. Next lap. But look, there a lot of catch, and he's. I don't know. So it might probably because they're getting worse. You can see them splashing around. Yeah, definitely are. He made a mistake in the back. Oh yeah, he's made a mistake, and that's it. But actually, no, you know what? That's and he's actually returned. But here comes here he goes up the side of Befella. He's made the move from F1 into there from Swift there. I'll tell you what. Ahead, yeah, Verstappen lane now. He's probably going for the prime minutes now, but let's see where Ros is last thingy, last CRL is in the last or now, so was pretty to pit lane. He's coming into pit immediate time. List they do struggling a lot out there. Laps to go, things. You know, he does a lap on those. Might both the right. You can see the right thing. Look, spray, but it's not. We'll see how this board with the guy now. Or if he does struggle or not, he might be okay. You know, around the track. And this one. Oh well, good so far. Bad. Run Sarah P3. I mean, he might not lose too much time from this, but you know, that's it. Doing good. Let's see. Be lifting. I think there, and it be okay. He's doing a right hand. Attack it. He's done it. So good job. Time to just roll out the temperature. But they haven't done because it looks dry. Maybe it's out there. Pushing definitely there. Actually, the bit of heat, tiny bit, but definitely temperature last where is in the last failing into. He is coming into this lap. Hulkenberg stays out. Okay, maybe there's a bit of mixed messages here. Maybe boys are actually thinking maybe you know, this is yeah there. Jesus. And now so it became 21. Is in P and questioning as it was much out of it needs to be later, so over here the fact that they've maybe it's just worked out in Rosberg's favour, but you know, 9 more laps to go. Hamilton's turned that strategy very well. He hanged on for a little bit longer in the race on those prime tyres on long stops today. That's right now. Hulkenberg from it's Cyril Hulkenberg from Cyril Cyril Rosberg, and yeah, to me it looks pretty good. Something's up there. See if anyone else has switched over to burnouts in the pit lane for his intermediates. He's down to P6 by James. He's probably passed him. I thought by James is in the first. I think he's getting out of that. Let's see where anyone else. The fella, is he actually, you know what? Is he going in front of? No, it's the same as it was. So there you go. The fella is running in P7 with Burnout F1 in P6, and yeah, so pretty much as it was really. Colin in P4 right now on his intermediate tyres. Actually, you know what? He might even get his teammate yet. If his teammate hasn't come in yet, we'll see where Hulkenberg is. He's in the now, so we'll see how it goes. Toronto boys once again coming for his first stop of the day. Let's see how he does, but we'll, you know what happening. We're going with Warrington, who's got a undercut now, and he right back on, and he comes line, and he retake P1, and there you go. Once again, it's Cyril Hamilton back in the lead, and you know what? I'll tell you something. That gap and Cyril Rosberg is not that big. You know, I tell you what, that's probably within sort of again. It's quite close. Yeah, he's just going through the first couple of turns here, so pretty close right now, but he's definitely pouring down with rain now. And you know what? If it gets wetter and wetter, then it could turn into a wet race, completely full wet race. But there's Hulkenberg revealed just behind Rosberg. You know, he hasn't lost too much time from staying out. He hasn't lost too much time as Hulkenberg. He's within, I think it's the same sort of a gap. He's probably lost about a second or so, but he's definitely, he's getting, he's on fresh set of intermediates, so maybe he can go towards the end of the race on these intermediates, because, the two in front of them have got more worn tyres. Hamilton more so because he went out on the set of intermediates. They were sort of cross intermediate period from what I could see. Maybe his tyres have more gone off as Sarah Hamilton, maybe compared to Sarah Rosberg or Sarah Hulkenberg. So these two boys still in very good contention for this race. Hulkenberg is dancing the car over the track with a lot on this, and he's definitely over those conditions. But that's sort of lap on these new conditions for him and on these new. So anything else? Burnout is still running P6. How's James getting on right now? And he's running in the left-right centre, so not much to comment there. He's quite alone. Bufella, I think he's quite alone as well. Who else? Coldhead is alone as well, getting a lot of oversteer as well. So nothing much to comment. So really, pin top 3. So that's see. There's see where in comparison. Yeah, oh, Hamilton's just caught up to Verstappen and lapped him. Sorry, Verstappen, mate. Last wheel. And Hulkenberg, where he is? He's dropping off a little bit from Sarah Rosberg now, so not really much going on here in this race. Not much to comment on. I can't really say much at this stage. Sort of quiet it down now. A lot of them are sort of in their own space, in their own air, in their own part of the track, so I can't really comment on much of that. So, yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a wait until we see something happen. Maybe, I mean, we make sort of 7 laps, but this race has been definitely good, much more interesting than in Australia. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. As I said earlier on in the video, obviously in the stream on Twitter, we did a race. Of course, 3 main leaders: Verstappen, CRL underscore Ross, at underscore Hamilton, and follow them on Twitter and see what they do. While not banter enough to follow me, so everyone, of course. So yeah, so far sort of the race is sort of quieting down right now. Not much to say. We're 7 laps to go. I can say it's just business as usual, really. Top 3 are separated by probably around about 10 seconds or so. So we're right on board with the race leader right now, who's going to turn 1 right now, and just behind him will be Sarah Rosberg. And you know what? That gap's come down a little bit. That gap has definitely come down a little bit, not as big as it was. And you know what? I think he's within about a good, I reckon he's within sort of 7 seconds or so from what I can see. So the gap has definitely closed down between these two. Yeah, with 6 laps to go, still all to play for, and I do think Hamilton might be struggling. Maybe his tyres have overheated, possibly. Maybe a little bit worn because he spent that extra lap when the sort of crossover period between the intermediate and the dry period. So maybe he's overheated his tyres. But yeah, so far so good from Sarah Rosberg, who's currently in P2 with Verstappen definitely behind him as well. Verstappen? Sarah Hulkenberg is behind him as well. So quite tight now. They're probably separated by at least you know what? I'll tell you something. Hulkenberg's closer. Hulkenberg is closer. Yeah, Hulkenberg's closed the gap. Yeah, he's closed the gap. 6 laps to go. This is going to be a bit of a spicy one now. So possibly a bit of spice going on between these 3 now. With Hulkenberg with 2 lap fresher ice tyres than Hamilton, but 1 lap fresher tyres than Sarah Rosberg. Sarah Rosberg's got 1 lap fresher tyres than Sarah Hamilton. So there's this contrast where the fresher tyres are coming into things. But Hulkenberg hasn't made another stop yet. But if Sarah Hamilton's another stop yet, we'll see. But I think he'll probably stick it out there. That gap is definitely coming down. So not much to report yet. So we're going to go towards the back of the field. We've got Verstappen. Oh, he's got head on his own. See where James is in P5. He's quite far behind him. Fella in P6. Actually, no, that's behind him. Right on board with this little here. See what he definitely tyres. So here he sort of move. He's done it before. He's gonna make a dive bomb move up the inside. No, he out of it. So good boy. Keep in here. Trying to do a bit of very good. F1 is in there now, getting the stream now, and actually what's going on is that Verstappen, I think it is, yes, track. So battling away. Let's see what the board with the broadcast camera, and we'll see what happens. Here comes the darting left and right, and got a move done. Got the move done here. We'll run on board with him, and I think he has. Yes, he has. Left and right with up the inside. He goes. He'll turn, and you know what? I think he's got that move done, and Buffella's going to go back in the pit lane for some new fresh intermediates. So piece of F1, and good job from him. But and I think. Oh wait, Verstappen still on the dries? Is he? So you know what? Out there, on board Hamilton there, where was. Oh no, Hulkenberg. Oh, what's happened? Hulkenberg. So I don't know what happened there. I'm on board with them. So a bit of banter going on between the two boys. I mean he's gone off a little bit, but Fuller is definitely kicking off. Yeah, Rosberg. No, into pit lane. Actually goes on intermediate, so he's struggling on his intermediate tyres. So is Sarah Hamilton. So go to the end of those intermediates. 2 laps fresher older than Hamilton. Than was definitely, you know, I don't think got to do. Maybe it's getting wetter out there, but yeah, definitely. But you know what? That gap is definitely decreased. You know, actually, I think Rosberg slightly held up Hamilton there in the pit lane, so definitely decreased the gap. It's probably within sort of 5 or so seconds now. But definitely, this is going to be a nice climax. 4 laps to go. Hulkenberg could just wing it out there possibly, but it does look very wet out there now. So I'd be surprised if he actually hangs it out there, because I definitely think these two boys are going to have much more grip, much more fast on these tyres. But still, we're going to go for the climax of this race. You know, between these 3 boys, Sarah Rosberg, Sarah Hamilton, and Sarah Hulkenberg. Bit of a climax here now. Still, I think can happen behind them as well. But a little bit of oversteer there from Rosberg, as you can see. I'm just flushing in. He's at P2 right now. The gap is still quite small. He's within sort of 3-4 seconds at the moment. So you're just trying to keep patient now. Keep the car on the track, and he might be able to pounce on Sarah Hamilton right now. The gap is definitely closed because it was bigger. It was gigantic. The gap was about 9-10 seconds at one point. So the gap's definitely decreased now, and he's done quite a good job on this. Hamilton got the strategy right at one point, but he hasn't played it to his advantage. He's not played it to his advantage, so it's just all about trying to do what he can now. It's Rosberg trying to catch Hamilton right now, and that gap is definitely quite small. So he's putting that pressure on him, that psychological pressure. He needs to put that into Jackie, because he needs to make Sarah Rosberg Hamilton crack. Because if he has any chance of getting past him, it's by trying to keep going. You know, he needs to be on a roll of decreasing the gap, because that will make him ideally get past him. But see where Hulkenberg comes out. He's probably in the pit lane. No, he's continued. So he's possibly doing what I think he's doing. He's probably, if he stays, oh my god, look at the oversteer. I think it's making a mistake. He's made a mistake on that, surely. There's no way in hell. We'll see what's going on with Burnout F1. He's still on the intermediates in P4. Coldhead is on the wet tyres, and he is caught up. So you know, Burnout's struggling so much now, and we'll see the comparison in terms of wet and intermediate quite clearly here. And traction should be quite a big thing here, big factor. Clips the apex, yeah, we'll see the traction difference. And here he comes. Maybe in a slipstream. Might make a move, or maybe Burnout just burn out into the pit lane. He'll probably just bail out. Go up the inside, and yeah, Burnout will bail out into the pit lane. Here he goes. Yeah, he'll do what I thought he would do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Got it into P4. By James in P6, and he'll probably get past Burnout as well. Actually, he's on the intermediate still as well, so that's a surprising factor there. And he'll be into P5. Burnout should be sort of battling P5 now, between him and by James and possibly Buffella. Buffella's close behind in P7 when he's in the last corner, so we'll see where Burnout comes out in comparison to Buffella. Burnout F1. He's just coming now, so here he goes. Let's see where it is. He's coming out on the wet tyres. Buffella is on, I believe. Let's look at Buffella. He's on wet as well, actually, and I think Bernard's got okay, so he's okay. Bernard's back into P6, so we're right on board back up to front again, and actually, oh my god, like the gap's closed completely down. Hamilton made a mistake, and he's going up the inside of Rosberg. He's going for the lead of the Grand Prix, and they're squeezing each other, and there you go, move done. Rosberg into net P2 technically. I don't know what's going on with Hulkenberg, but here comes Hamilton on the attack once again. Is he going to make a move into the first corner? But I think he's too far behind. No, he isn't. But there you go, the boys got past him. I don't know what happened to Hamilton there. He's 3 or 4 seconds in front, and it's gone. He's completely. Rosberg got completely past him. He made a mistake of some sort, possibly got a little bit of oversteer there, or snapped or locked up or something, I don't know. But there you go, might have done the Perez or something, because it is easy to do this in these conditions. But, whoa, changes, things happen. But there you go, Hulkenberg on the full wets, yeah, he's still leading out there on those intermediates, and he's definitely struggling. Surely, it's too much. Surely, he can't continue on like that. I mean, the gap must be coming down. I mean, he's up behind him, Verstappen's probably behind him, he's been lapped. See where Hamilton is behind him, and you know he's not far behind. To be honest, Rosberg and Hamilton are very close behind them, so you've got another 2 or so laps now to try and catch up to Hulkenberg. We'll see. It's going to be quite tight. We'll see from that. We've got Coldhead in P4 now, who's on those wet tyres. First corner, not much to say there. By James in P5, gone for those 4 wets, and let's see where Burnout comes in comparison. Buffet's got past Burnout actually, and Burnout's going to be in the pit in the slipstream now. So it could be a freer battle into turn 1, and it could be probably not. No, it won't be. So he's in P6 now, but he's fine, Buffella. And he's going to be very close between the 2 of them, and he's going to try and get a nice exit out of this corner. Does he get it done? Let's have a look at the battle. Oh, and a little bit of oversteer there, and that's lost him a lot of time there. So I might just move on from this because I want to see what's going on the front. Has Hulkenberg bailed out yet? No, he hasn't. How's the gap to Cyril Rosberg? Freebie actually Budget left the session, so he's gone. So by the looks of it, he's given up and floated the towel. Not much to gain from here, but the gap is quite big between Rosberg and Hulkenberg. But for now, it's Rosberg leading Hamilton right now, and I think it could be it if Rosberg can keep it on the on the black stuff. It'll be fine, but you know what, Hulkenberg might have timed this fine. He's definitely struggling though. Look at that, Verstappen. He's got traction. Look at that. Look at that traction from Verstappen. Even though he's a slower driver, look around the outside on his wet tyres. Here he goes. Does he make a move done? And he unloves himself. So definitely those wet tyres are the tyres to be on. So I think Hulkenberg's definitely struggling right now. He's losing time. Let's see actually in comparison how much time he loses to Verstappen in total, and he's losing a lot. Yeah, he's losing a lot of time. Look at the traction. So I think we're going to run on board now. How's Bernard F1 doing with the fella? Right close there. Look at that, how close this battle is. We'll run on board with these 2 boys. A little bit of lag there as well. Sorry once again for that. The fella's just launched in front of him, so don't know if he's going to make a move. We might run on board with these boys into the first corner now. Just try and get an exit from here from Bernard. He's a good exit. And he's in the slipstream. Here he goes. Should be trying to make a move. Probably not. Actually, that forced into some good straight line speed, so pretty hard for him to overtake him. So we'll run on board for the first sector or so and see what happens. But I'll move back on to the race leaders because it's important to see what's going on with those sort of top 3. And they need a good exit from Burnout F1. He does get a good exit. And actually, Buffet's got a bit of a twitch. And here he goes. Bit of contact between the 2 of them. As the P5 Burnout go, and he's into P5. So good job from him. We're going to go back on board with Hulkenberg now, and he's definitely struggling. And there you go, there's Rosberg right there with him. Last lap here, it's going to be a tense one. Here we go, Cyril Rosberg on Cyril Hulkenberg, and so Hamilton be behind, and actually Hamilton's sort of off a little bit now. Up the inside he goes of Hulkenberg. It's going to be pretty easy, I would have thought, and that's the move done. Rosberg into the net P3, he's into net P1, and he's in the P1 now. Hulkenberg is struggling, and let's go behind him to Hamilton. Let's see what's going on. Hulkenberg is absolutely struggling. He's got all over the place, and here he goes. Hamilton going to pop him to P2. Pretty easy job indeed, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So that's the race lead, lads, going on. How's Coldhead in comparison? Yeah, he's quite far behind actually. He's not really much to challenge, but the fella P6 and Burnout P5, close between these 2 boys. We might just run on board with this until the last sort of straight or so. He might go for the inside. Oh, here goes Buffalo. Oh, here he goes. He's made a move. He's made it stick. He's made that stick. Burnout's gone quite wide there. So, you know, Burnout has... Oh, he's been disqualified. He's just been disqualified. Yep, so we're just going to continue on. with the race leaders. Hulkenberg struggling, Hamilton in P2, and we're going to ride on board with the race leader who's been behind Hamilton all race. And it's been a pretty hard fight, really. He's been struggling a lot. Hamilton pitted in, railed on for those prime tyres. He pitted in, later to Hamilton. It should have paid out for him, but it didn't pay off. This boy's been following him on for the last for the remaining of this race, and now he's back into the lead. He made the right call. He was fast on those wet tyres. He got past him. I believe Hamilton made a mistake, and that's what's made a difference in this race. Here comes the last corner. Here comes Cyril Rosberg. He's going to come across the line. He's going to win the Malaysian Grand Prix for Red Bull. Good job on him, and he's won the race ahead of Cyril Hamilton, who'd be pretty upset with that. He was leading it, but a very good result from them two boys. Very good race, and here comes Cyril Hulkenberg across the line. P3 for him. Didn't make the right call on those intermediate tyres, but other than that, very good otherwise. Kept in there, and he was still very close in that race. But there we go. That's the race so far. Here comes Coldhead coming in P4. Rain's still falling down right now, and you know what? That was a very good race. Have to say. Last couple of corners now for Coldhead. Very good drive from him, I'm not gonna lie. He's not up there with the top 3 boys, but he's definitely best of the rest, and he's done a good job keeping it on. Very good battling, and here he comes. Last sort of corner now. Last corner. Pretty nicely done, and here he comes. Good drive from him, actually. Good lad. Toro Rosso get a P3 and P4, so good job from Toro Rosso there. Good lad. Done a good job there, and now moving on to Befella now. He's currently obviously had that battle with Burnout, and Burnout got disqualified, so shame on him, obviously. I think he had some sort of strict corner cutting problem there or something, but here he comes. So here comes Befella. Good drive actually from him today. A lot of battling seen from him, but here he comes. Last corner now. A little bit of a drift there. A lot of oversteer. Here comes across the line. Good job there. Befella, P5. Befella 5. P5. Yeah, pretty good. Good job from him. And here comes Verstappen. And he's quite far behind on those wet tyres. He's last, so we're just going to ride on board with the fella. But that race was pretty good. I really enjoyed that race. I hope you guys too. Indeed did enjoy that, but well done to Cyril Rosberg. It was just a very good deserving winning. I mean, any of those top 3, either Cyril Hulkenberg, Cyril Rosberg, or Cyril Hamilton, all deserved that race win. But just on strategy, counted once again, and there you go. There's celebrations on the podium. Cyril Rosberg winning the race in great style. Obviously, Hamilton leading the part of the race, and he was doing a good job. I mean, he rated the right call on the intermediate tyre, did Cyril Hamilton, and it didn't really pay off. Like he that one extra lap on those intermediates, I think for me, seemed to me, obviously it was crossover period, and I might have sort of worn those tyres down from what I could see, which probably affected his race overall. And I think he might have made some sort of mistake on those wet tyres in the wet period. But there you go, that's the result. Cyril Rosberg winning the race. His first race of the season, also the Rainbow World Champion, and he wins the race. But a lot of penalties given up there. I don't know what's been going on at the start of the race. But that's the result, guys. Cyril Rosberg wins the race. Hamilton in P2, Hulkenberg in P3, Colin in P4. Good job for Toro Rosso today. P5 in Pavella, P6 Cyril Verstappen, and a lot of guys who sort of DNF'd at the end of the race, including but F1 got disqualified. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that race. I did do actually commentating on this. But yeah, once again, just giving you the links to the actual main links to the league. Follow them on Twitter at CRL_racing. Follow the leaders at Cyril Rosberg, at Cyril Rosberg, Cyril Rosberg, at Cyril Hamilton, at Cyril Verstappen, and of course, if you want to visit the website www.competitive-racing.com, and follow me on Twitter myself, the commentator RapidF1 at RapidF1. So, guys, thanks for watching today, and I will see you in next in the next live stream. At don't know what track it is because it's obviously 14 races. So yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next live stream.